Salmon Lake being, as the name says, a destination near a lake. And it was submitted to the 2021 Top 100 story competition, but wasn't selected again. But it has such a strong message about the urgency of the situation that we're in terms of the climate crisis, because their lake, because of a very severe drought for 10 months, I believe, the levels of water of the lake dropped by 13 meters.
Wow, that's
13.
massive.
I know. And they were saying that, that's when the residents realized, okay, climate change is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
We have to start, because it was, they even say it in the story, and that's what I liked, is that, they were talking about climate change, like everyone is. And residents were saying, and businesses were saying, yeah, climate change, yeah, we'll do something. And they only realized, and they only really started to have awareness of the crisis that we're in when that happened to them. And it's something that we usually see. We are all talking, especially with COP going on, with all these like conferences going on about net zero, climate crisis. A lot of destinations are talking about net zero in the UK. And it's all great, but we're not going fast enough. And I feel like we're only realizing when it happens to us. And that's kind of like, the beautiful characteristics of human beings, I'm guessing. It's been like that for the same, humanitarian crisis and wars and all that. We only realize when it happens to us or close to home. And that's something we need to stop doing, so we can all start actually working towards,
So how have they kind of resolved the issue at the lake?
Well, that was one of the reasons why the story wasn't really selected, because of the nature of the story. They really didn't really have a solution for it.
Right, gosh, because it was,
So that's the thing. But they showed really great results, because actually the lake's dropping, they were able to do a lot of cleaning because of the, grasslands were kind of freed up, and it raised a lot of awareness. So that's where the power of the story is. But obviously it doesn't fit with, because the Top 100 has, set criteria of how do we evaluate stories and how do we select them, which are based on transferability of the story. So, how easy is it to take the project and have another destination implement it, innovation, and effectiveness of the solution. So you can see just by the nature of, a lake dropping. There's not much
you have to see the solution, but what it does, because I think you were saying, with us human beings, we have a trait of just being like, we'll deal with it when it's an issue. And because that's such a dramatic issue that we can visually see, 13 meters is a lot. It just sparks that idea in everyone's head that, hang on a moment, climate crisis is like, that it's a thing, it's real, and this lake has dropped 13 meters, and these people are now in a serious issue because of it. Whereas, if we'd sorted the issue beforehand, it might not be so bad. So it's a symbol, isn't it, to other destinations, which is really, really important.
That's why I keep saying it's not all about the stories that were selected. I mean, as good as the stories selected are, they are the ones that are selected because they fit within these marking criteria. But that's why we try to promote the other stories that were submitted as well, because it's not because they're not on the list that they're not good, like this one, that are worth talking about. And it's also because that destination relies on its lake for tourism. Like if they don't have a lake, their whole tourism is going to change, the whole positioning, the whole marketing of it. So
so those people, all the local people's jobs and everything like that, it all comes into play.
You had your best memories is when you interacted with these people, even if you never thought that you would when you went there, or when you were planning on going there. That's what makes it memorable. So that's why it's important for that.